us online and through the various broadcast platforms. At the onset, I must extend my sincere apologies for my late arrival to Parliament today. I was engaged in a robust and necessary discussion with Mr. Craig Beresford, the Executive Director of the Integrity Commission, who met with myself as Speaker and previously with the President of the Senate. We welcomed to the Parliament warmly, and I am sure, like myself, the President had a wonderful conversation. For us, our conversation was, though lengthy, of significant importance to us. The matters addressed have and will have a direct impact on our shared obligations and the standards to which we must uphold ourselves as representatives of the people. I am pleased to report that arriving from those discussions, it has now been confirmed that we will be hosting a special training session for all members of Parliament on Tuesday, December 16, 2025 at 10 a.m. in this chamber. That special training session was done for the senators, but has not yet been done for the members of Parliament in our orientation session. This session will guide us through the proper completion of statutory declarations which fall due on December 31st,
You just saw the clip of Juliette Holness saying that she had a good discussion with Craig Beresford, the Executive Director of the Integrity Commission, and the internet seemed to think he replaced Danielle Archer, who resigned from the NIA. I noticed a cheering on social media, especially from the JLP supporters, and based on some of the comments and videos I have seen online, it is clear that people do not know the difference between the NIA and the Integrity Commission, or they just are hell-bent and misleading the public. I will use this video to explain the role of both. Okay, starting with NIA. NIA is a watchdog or advocate. It's about the mobilizing of citizens, raising awareness and pressuring leaders to uphold integrity. The National Integrity Action, NIA, is a civil society, non-governmental organization focused on advocacy, education, and mobilizing citizens against corruption. Integrity Commission, on the other hand, is the enforcer. It has legal authority to investigate, prosecute, and regulate public officials' conduct. The Integrity Commission, by contrast, is a statutory government body established under law to prevent, detect, investigate, prosecute corruption among public officials. Together, they form the complementary parts of Jamaica's anti-corruption ecosystem. NIA builds public demand for integrity, while the Integrity Commission provides the legal and institutional framework to enforce it. So a simple distinction. Think of it this way. NIA is like the people watchdog, right? They're like the teachers. They don't have any police power, but they are able to talk loud. They are able to run campaigns. They educate the public. They help the Jamaican people to be aware of corruption, and they pressure leaders to do better. Whereas the Integrity Commission, on the other hand, is the official government watchdog. They have legal power. They can check politicians' assets, investigate shady deals, and even bring politicians or government officials to court. They don't just talk, and they have the ability to act, and they do. The Integrity Commission investigated Prime Minister Juliette Holness' statutory declaration, that is his income and assets, and ruled in September 2024 that no charges would be laid. It was referred to the FID, the Financial Investigation Division, for further review. The National Integrity Action, NIA, on the other hand, criticized Andrew Holness for remaining silent about being under investigation and raised concern about the non-gazetting, that is, the non-publication of his declaration, calling it troubling for public trust. Integrity Commission focused on the legal investigation and ruling, and they said no charge, but they referred the matter to FID. NIA, on the other hand, focused on the ethical and transparency issues. They handled the transparency side of things, and that is why they called out Andrew Holness for staying silent and for not publicizing his declaration. Let me use a football analogy. In Andrew Holness' case, the referee, which would be the Integrity Commission, blew the whistle, checked the player, which is investigate his statutory declaration, and then said, no foul play, hence it's not worth issuing a red card. However, we'll pass on the footage to the VAR for them to take another look to see if this player should have received a red card. And the VAR team in this case would have been the FID, which is the Financial Investigation Division, because he didn't tell us that he was being investigated for a possible red card. So since he didn't tell us that, go ahead and give him a red card. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe. And if you want, I can also do a breakdown of his statutory declaration for both Mark Golding and Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you.